some little nice little cherry bell radishes. I'm gonna eat the radishes and I'm gonna give the tops to the chickens. This is a 50-50 thing here with me and the chickens. Let those ones get bigger. In here, I have some bunching onion. I have, where are they? I have some eggplants going on here because these will be out of here soon. So then the eggplants, they'll end up taking over, and I'll plant some arugula in here, like probably next week. Back there, I got the giant mustard, the red mustard greens, and I have strawberries out there. That bed over there, that's the trellis in the bed that I used for Survival Seeds 2024 last year. And right now I have peas, snow peas growing up the trellis. Just a bunch of baby little snow peas on it right now. Probably be harvested some in a couple days. In the front, I have some collard greens, and what else is in there? And there's some tomatoes growing in there because once the peas come out, I'm gonna let the tomatoes take over, and I'll entwine them in there. So that's what's going on with that. There you go. My wife likes to dice these up in this little Puerto Rican salad that she makes the bull.
Hey, what's up, garden family? I was getting a little concerned that my cucuzza squash was not going to pop up. They were in the ground quite a while. Maybe I put the seeds in the soil a little early. And I was getting a little concerned about them. Over there, my zucchinis, over this past week, they're really starting to put a little size to them. That's just a couple of the ones I have. I have quite a few of them throughout the property. But what I'm here to show you is, see down there? I was concerned about my cucuzza squash, but I planted a lot of seeds in there. So I'm gonna pull some out, take down to the ministry garden. I think there's like 18 of them just right there in that spot. And then on there's like 14. But once they start trellising up here, go up there, they're gonna stretch out throughout this whole top there and just hang down and look all sweet, whatnot. This morning when I came out to check on the garden, I walked over to that area where those wild rabbits, baby rabbits, were in my garden, right? On their little nest. So I went to check on them this morning, and I seen that they were all still bundled up in there. After 3 days, it was still bundled up in there this morning. But a little while ago, a couple hours ago, this afternoon, I came back out and they were all gone. They were all gone from the nest, and I don't know where they went. But however, I was pulling up some weeds throughout the property. Some grass and certain weeds that I know that the chickens love. So I was pulling them up, and I went in between two containers, and I saw one of the little baby rabbits was in there in between the containers, and the grass that was growing up in between it, he was munching away. So it was a real good sight to see, that, they're now, the mother has gone out to do her thing, and the babies now are fending for themselves. So let's wish the little baby rabbits good luck. A lot of predators out there that love the little teeny rabbits, So, but I'm glad they're gone from my garden area there, because I was scared. Sometimes I forget, I'm walking around over there and I step on them, you know what I mean? And also, I need to spray my garden with soak my garden down with water, and I didn't want to, be wetting them and stuff like that. I had to be real careful to water the plants without disturbing them. But that's it. That's how you do. When you see little baby bunnies like that in a nest, if they're on your property, don't get all excited about that you have to do something for them. You know, just leave them alone. What's going on there? What happens there is that when you see bunnies in a little nest area in your garden or whatever, they're not abandoned by their mom. You know, their mom just doesn't stay there because that's her survival to stay away from the baby bunnies and go do her thing. And then she comes at the nighttime, right, when there's nobody around, and she nurses her little babies, whatnot, and then she takes off again. You know what I mean? There's nothing she can do for them, right, other than come and milk them when it's that time. So that's what they do. That's what wild rabbits do. That's the same thing your little domesticated rabbits do. You know, they'll feed their babies and then leave them alone. And they make sure that the babies are warm. They'll come and put fur on them and cover them up, and then go off and do their thing. They're not on them 247. You know, I had a rabbitry, so I had tons of rabbits, and I used to have my cages where I leave the doors open so that the moms can go run around the yard in areas that I had blocked off, and then they would come back later on during the evening and you know, nurse the babies and stuff, whatnot. So there's no alarm if you see little bunnies in your yard. Just leave them alone. There's nothing. The only thing that you can do is actually harm them by touching them, and that could cause the mom to reject them. So okay, so see little baby bunnies, leave them alone. Look at them from a distance. Wow, these potatoes are getting bigger than me. Yeah, potatoes are looking good.
Life is good. I tell you, I don't think it's been 2 weeks since I planted this food here. This is turnip tops, mustard greens, kale, and two other variety of I think probably mustards and kale, just different types and stuff like that. But they're growing real good. I mean, you know, they're still on the small side. They need another 2 weeks. They'll be good size there and stuff like that. And that food right there is for the chickens, to feed the chickens. I have plenty of food through the garden for myself. I planted this here to make sure that I can give them little treats here and there and stuff like that with that, because they have plenty to eat here in this food forest. So it's a good thing. Life is good. No complaints here. Um, I feel blessed. So you all take care. I know you all feel blessed too, and I wish that upon you. All right. You all take care. God bless.